right, welcome back to Landslide Podcast, Still News Inside, and I have with me Ghana Boy.
Well done. We are here.
Is it just weather you tell me?
The last time we saw was last week.
Okay.
When I was going to take some money from Lagos.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Nigerian resources is deposited in the south region of the country.
And that's where you're from?
Yes, that's where I'm from. Proudly. Then the money is being divided in Abuja and then being spent in Lagos.
So where were you?
I went to Lagos to spend part of what belonged to us.
Ghana, you didn't spend money in Lagos.
So it's partly part of the people looting.
There is a difference between looting and spending. Those who shared from Abuja and
went to Lagos
to spend. I left Abuja, went to Lagos and collected from them since I didn't get the share in Abuja.
All right, no Allah. So in talking about sharing, Alaji, welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, sorry I like your purpose anyway.
Yeah, I decided to look different today.
All right. I mean, sometime in 2022, when the campaign were raging in the city of Asaba Delta State, the present governor now was a candidate of the APC. He said Obi is just giving statistics that don't mean anything. Now, Obi took to his ex and said 2 years down the line, it shows that the statistics are so obvious now. Let me tell you what he says. He said, 2 years into Tinubu's presidency, and Obi painted a different picture, one of betrayal and hardship. Nigeria, he declared, had earned a grim title, one of the hungriest nations in the world. Millions of Nigerians do not know where their next meal will come from. Obi wrote his words, heavy with the weight of a nation suffering, the prime of abundance had crumbled. He said, replaced by a reality where empty stomachs and fading hope defined daily life or daily living. I mean, today, it's not just the statistics, it's what is now facing you and I. Ghana.
Well, let me start by saying when an administration is bent on believing so much in a foreign currency, this is one of the problems we have. I'll give you an example. I mean, people had been saying over time that most Nigerians live less than $1 per day. $1 as of today is 1,500 naira. And maybe 1,500 to 1,550 naira. But, I like it when we put the record straight. I do not think that we should begin to talk about dollar in the Nigerian economy. Less than 1,000 naira, really. A lot of Nigerian family, not even Nigerians. We're talking about, when you say a lot of Nigerians, we're talking of individuals. But when you talk of Nigerian family, we're talking of an entire family. Because a family,
5, 6,
7 family. A family where probably it's only the man that is working and is receiving about 40,000 naira in a month. By the time you divide 40,000 naira in a month, you'll be surprised that a family of 4 and 5 persons live less than 1,000 naira a day. Do you understand? And looking at that, the whole problem is all-encompassing. I also watched within the weekend where the president was, rewarding the falconets.
That's within this week. That was yesterday.
Yesterday, right? And he made a pronouncement of giving them $100,000 to each of the player. And I was wondering, why are you dollarizing an economy that is
based on
naira? Why give so much credence to the dollar in the naira economy? So when, as a people, are we going to value our naira ourselves, write our budgets based on naira, disburse cash based on naira? I think it is very important. It has gone worse to an extent that people are now beginning to tell you, if you want to give them money, go and change it
and bring it in dollars.
So when Obi says that the economy is crumbling, I also feel like he's just using a very lighter word to describe what has happened to the Nigerian economy. The Nigerian economy as of today is not crumbling. It has already crumbled and is still even going worse than a word being called crumble.
Alhaji, this thing is not something that Obi is talking about. It's what you and I can feel on a daily basis. Now, I used to play basketball. Well, I still do basketball.
I play basketball too.
Oh, okay. So now what happens is that
But he didn't go far.
I didn't go far as well. But I now became.
Make it.
So people that didn't make it are here.
Okay.
You know when you are sandwiched between two people that are comedian in nature. All right. So most of the time, statistics is what we go by. We look at steals, we look at fouls, we look at all the statistics in a game. Do you understand? And know which department suffer. Yeah, the one you have to upgrade, the one you have to downplay. All there's what they call offense and defense. And all that. Now, our economy needs, or our nation needs statistics, but at that particular time, the president downplayed on the statistics and said there's too much of English, that is going to improve the living standard or condition of Nigerians. 2 years down the line, the living standard has not, in fact, it has decreased more than he met it.
Okay, so first thing first, let me come from Ghana's point, and this is the question I want him to. I'm throwing the question, and I'll throw a question to you. Now, first, do you want this government to pretend? I'll ask you a question. I'll give a follow-up question. Do you want them to pretend this is their life? They use dollar. They live in Nigeria as if
they live abroad.
In America. Every of their lifestyle, you go to their house, they share dollar. So you want somebody that is using dollar to come and pretend that he uses naira? No. They are indirectly telling you this is how they live. Nigerian clamor that stop selling, they should close shops in Nigeria that uses dollar. Go to buy houses in Lagos, even in Abuja, you see houses, if you don't have dollar, they put it there. So do you want them to pretend? That's their real life. And they are telling you this is how we live. So if you cannot beat them, join them. Now to you now, I want to ask, where is the lie? Are Nigeria hungry?
Yes.
The Nigerians are very hungry. So
no, but they said it was going to improve the life or living condition or standard.
Improved it. People were eating twice a day, now they eat once. Is it not improvement? Improvement can be either negative or positive. So the improvement came in the other way that you don't know, because you feel that, okay, somebody who normally eats thrice a day, now eats only once a day, you feel is bringing, is a downgrading. But meanwhile, it's an improvement, because people who earn 50,000 because of downsizing, they pleaded that they should earn 30,000, 20,000. Is that not improvement? It's improvement. So
no, in English word,
yes.
Alhaji, that's not improvement.
But we are not using English. The problem we have in Nigeria, we use English too much. And the English is the one killing us. Speak English that everybody understands. Speak the common man English.
Okay, it's going to make Nigeria like better.
Food not increasing.
Okay, better.
Yes.
Alhaji, better.
Okay, good. Now, but my own problem with this government is they are too quick with the rebuttal. And that's my big problem. Any small thing, they come out, and it's like Obi always have their according to us, their mahogany, that he knows when to hit them. And the moment he hits them, they have their boys waiting to just respond. Don't mind Obi. But the truth, the statistics are there. People are suffering. People are going through one-term poverty. What are they doing? Rather than coming for people who criticize them, who come out, they should just improve the standard of living. Before I just drop this now, I remember some time ago, one commissioner for education, they asked him, they interviewed him, former commissioner, and he said, is it true that Nigerian standard of education has fallen? He said, in the first place, does Nigeria education have standard? So the same answer I asked you, does Nigeria poverty have standard or lifestyle, our, what do you call it? What did you ask me now? Standard of living?
Yes.
Does it have standard? That's my answer.
Okay, Ghana, quite comical really, but you see, is the basic truth. Now, when the president was coming into power, or when he was campaigning, he said something. He said, if I don't give you light, he said, don't vote me back. Now, it has never been, in fact, during rainy season, you are sure that you are going to sleep with light. I mean, there's not enough water to power the hydro stuff. But now we don't even. There's no light. I mean, this is the peak of the rainy season and all that, and so many other things. They try to flood the economy with a lot of rice, so that they can push down the price. But you see, these are measures that are very. They will fade away. Has our life improved?
So you see, when people do not first, that's why for me, I tell people, I fought the very day the president mentioned the issue of subsidy is gone. I'm a believer of putting things in place before you start making other plans for those things to now fit in. For example, let us say you feel like people are living here. Oh, the rent you are paying here is too expensive. We cannot continue to pay this rent. And so, because we cannot pay, not because we don't have the money to pay, you now say, oh yeah, all of you, move out of this place and start living outside. So when the rain falls, it falls on you. When the sun comes, it comes on you. And then, the same money you say you don't have to pay for them to live in that house, you are also now sharing the money with the landlord, maybe giving landlord 30%, then using 10% to give to them to sleep under the rain, and then you're holding 60%. I think that it would have been wise if the president had made provision, adequate provision, before that pronouncement of subsidy. Now, let me go back to the question that you have asked. You see, we have a lot of issues, and a lot of these issues, we can categorize them in different ways. But however, I feel like if this government really know what they need to do at this point, then they must be strategic. Strategic in the sense of, what are the things that we need to do that are directly affecting the Nigerian citizens and the economy? For example, I just had someone talking to me this morning, and he said that they are going to be increasing the price of people clearing cars from the wharf. Again, the question you would ask, is our country now beginning to say, okay, patronize the indigenous car, the innocent, the this, the that? No, we still do not produce cars in Nigeria. And so we must drive. So people who want to do everything by all means to buy cars, the cars will now begin to get expensive. So I think they must begin to prioritize the issues. They must prioritize the things that they feel, because whether you like it or not, at the long run, whatever policy you are making that will affect the totality of Nigerians, in the first instance, you must think about it. You must create opportunity for cushioning effect, how people can live, in the meantime, before they can adapt to the new change and policies. Otherwise, you will just continue to plug Nigerians into poverty.
Alhaji, election is coming. Election and re-election are two different things. In election, you are telling us what you can do. In re-election, you are telling us what you have done that warrant you to come back for a second time. This government, we have not seen what he has done according to the proportion to which we want to see it.
The statistics are clear.
Exactly. And most of these statistics are from the National Bureau of Statistics.
Which is a government
agency. A government agency. That's one. Two, insecurity is still pervading the country. We said it on the show this morning with my other discussant that somewhere in Zamfara said 53 people were kidnapped.
Precisely, Kaura Namoda.
35 of them were killed in the most gruesome and horrible way. Only 18 returned back. most of those 18 have been in the hospital. I mean, we can count from place to place to place to
Jos,
place.
sometime
Jos, exactly, sometime last
Benue.
week. Benue.
Anambra.
And do you understand? I mean, the list goes on and on. And if we don't have security, how can we move on?
Okay, so I think that alone has already given the scorecard. Now, if it now behoves on the people, it's no more a propaganda situation, but the unfortunate situation in Nigeria is the Nigerians themselves are the problem of Nigeria. Now, I tell you why I said this. Now, in Kaura, I mentioned it some time ago, I said it's very difficult for you to make call now in Kaura because because of the network situation, they have to just cut off network because of banditry. So, and you know, Kaura is border to Niger. You can through Kaura, you go to Jibia to Niger, Shankafi to Sokoto, like that. So it's like cutting off some set of person from the main Nigeria. You understand? You are giving them room to cohabit with the people from the neighboring country. Now, here's the thing. It now behoves on Nigerian. If you realize that, just for instance, you come to me and say, come, do this for me. I will do this if you give me this. And I've given you this. And you are not giving me. You only remember me when you want to get something from me. Then Nigerians should just wise up. Because one of the things that Nigerians are like crying of, security, hunger. Let's even put the hunger aside. I don't have food, but I'm safe where I am. It's better for me. Because if I am safe where I am, it will give me the need to want to go and look for my daily bread. But I don't have food. I don't have security. I'm not safe. It's just like a man that don't have money. I know get sense. So you are completely bizarre. You are wasted. So you don't have the basic amenities. You don't have security. Look, let me tell you. It's not a time. The time has come. Very soon you will shock that Nigerians will tell the politicians to their face. Gradually it's coming. So the only way is to just try to gag them. Tell the politicians to their face and say, look, give us your money, let's eat. But you say our vote, you will not get it. But that is if the electoral reform will take effect. Because even they look at you and laugh at you. You know why? In their own situation room, they can tell you, they can doctor certain things. So if you say, you will not vote for you, don't worry. They know what to do. It's just that if we can have a credible reform,
electoral system,
yes, where the number of election, the voters per time, we are seeing it. Look at American election. Look at the other country election, where you can even go from your office, just go vote, and it's reading per time. Till we get to that point, Nigeria will continue to wallow, and the poverty will continue to increase because they will continue to influence you by just pick one of us and tell your boys are crying. You know what? You just take 2 million. And when you go to take 2, don't worry, they are promised. You take 500. Take. So at that point, Nigerians are calm.
I also want to add to this issue of election and re-election, right? Re-electing. Now, you know, like we said, if you want to be re-elected, that means what you are talking to the people about is, I promise you that I'm going to do 10,000 kilometers of roads. I've been able to do 8,500. If you get me back, I'll be able to complete it. I've been able to do XYZ. If you get me back, I'll be able to do this. That is asking the people to give you a second chance for you to be able to build upon that which you have started already. Now, the basic essence of governance, security of lives and property, of course, healthcare, education, power, and, provision of basic,
Amenities.
infrastructures and where people can go to work. In all of these things, if we ask today, what are our hospitals like in Nigeria? What's the difference between 2023 to now that they've started campaigning? How many doctors have left the shores of this country? How many nurses have left? How many medical personnel have left? Let's go to teachers. How many teachers has left this country? I was speaking to a doctor who will be leaving this country in 2 weeks from now. And she said what she's receiving is less than 300,000 naira. A medical doctor. A medical doctor. That is what she can work in a day or two if she goes out of this country. Let us leave. What about power? Till today, it is unfortunate that you still go to most of the government agencies and parastatals. You see them running diesel,
even the
generator,
the NEPA,
even in the bill,
even in NEPA,
even our bill, presenting budget to the National Assembly, you see all of this running cost. Is it not a shame? How much have we sunk into power since 1999?
It has not brought anything.
And it has not brought it has not added 1,000 megawatts. 4,005, 4,005, 4,005, 4,005, and we're spending billions and trillions of dollars since 1999. That is power. What about infrastructure? It's unfortunate that these days you see people make roads. The engineers will construct road. Go through that road in the next 6 months. The roads are gone. It is not because that the engineers are not good. It's not because they are not professional enough. But what is the corruption? The corruption. When they bid, for example, that to do 1 kilometer will cost 500 million naira, the Senate will tell you what is the kickback. National Assembly, what is the kickback? The ministry you are working, directors, what is the kickback? PAMSEC, what is the kickback? Then those who are coming to supervise your work, what is the kickback? At the end of the day,
what money is left to do the roads?
To do the road.
All right.
So the corruption in this system
is endemic.
So much. It is so much that I'm just waiting. Even though they've started this campaign early, just 2 years. This is a period where they should be delivering. Doing things for us to see. But they've started campaign. I'm waiting for what they will say when the campaign flags
really starts. All right. We'll stop it here for today.
It's okay.
What we've always hoped for. We know very well Tinubu did not start most of these things that we're talking about. But he told us he was going to improve and make it better. And he's the one on the saddle right now. And all our attention are directed on him. And we are calling on him to make Nigeria a better country and a nation based on the things he promised Nigeria.
For Nigerians,
for Nigerians.
Because for him, it's better for him already and his family.
Okay, and Obi also said that statistics are very important. And
Very,
truly,
very.
statistics are very important.
When you don't know the number of the people in the country, how will you rule them?
Okay, we'll be right back on Landslide Podcast.